Yeah. Where do I look? At you or?
You talk to each other.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Welcome to Jody Bush's Community House. My name is Marshall Kornblatt, and I am here with a living legend in the music business in Wilkes-Barre and Luzerne County, as far as they're nationally known. His name is Robertson
Bobby.
Baird, and affectionately known locally as Bobby Baird, Mr. Trumpet. And I had the privilege of working with him for 4 years and on a full-time basis, and longer than that on a part-time basis, and it was a real privilege to do that. So thank you for all that good stuff.
You're welcome. Great piano player, and a great guy. Marshall Kornblatt. Yep.
How you started playing trumpet when you were 4 or 5?
Played my first solo when I was 5 years old.
Wow.
For my grandfather, Arch Baird.
And was he a trumpet player also?
No.
No. Any musician?
He was a farmer.
Oh wow.
Raised 8 kids on 80 acres of land out in Orange, Pennsylvania. And my dad was the oldest of 8 children.
Did anybody in your family play an instrument?
Not really. My mother played a little bit of piano. But she was from Centermore, and she taught school in a one-room schoolhouse.
Wow.
And so that's how she met my dad, because all the Bairds out in the country there went to a one-room schoolhouse.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's amazing.
Yeah.
And so what made you have an interest in music?
They bought me a cornet, and I took to it. I just liked it.
Yeah.
Never had to make me practice.
Did you ask them for an instrument? Or did they just bring it
I
to you?
can't recall whether they just bought one for me.
Did they want any?
I thought it was just a hunk of brass with tubing in it, but I blew it and a nice sound came out, and I liked it, and yeah, I loved it. Still do.
How many brothers and sisters did you have?
I had one sister, she's deceased.
And did she play an instrument?
No.
Did they want you to play an instrument for any specific reason?
No, they just gave it to me and were shocked that I loved it so much, which I did. And oh gosh, they never had to make me practice. I'd come home and pick it up and practice.
I went through periods where I didn't want to practice.
Oh yeah.
I was so used to doing it, it was like brushing my teeth. So I went and I practiced, and then I told the guys I'd be out to play baseball in a half hour.
Yeah.
But I didn't love it all the time. When I really started to like it was when other kids started taking lessons and I was playing much better than they did.
Oh, I thought you started to love it when you started making money at it.
That's true too. You were gonna pass the age exemption to join the union, right?
I was 14. In fact, I was playing a job one night, I think with Lee Vincent's band, I'm not sure. But the business agent came in and asked for our cards. I said, I don't have a card.
How about the Ace of Spades? Yeah.
Yeah, they won't let me join the union. So they made a special dispensation. I joined the union, and here going back,
Who was the president back then of the union?
I think maybe Jack Melton was.
I think you're right.
Yeah, but then here, oh gosh, I don't know. But there was a write-up with my picture in the International Musician about being the oldest musician in Local 140 at that time. But I was only in my 70s then. Now I'm 93.
I got got an exception too because Jack Melton came to my house and I was only 12.
Oh boy.
But I was playing gigs and he said, you know, that's the joiner was in a blackball and he said, you won't get anywhere. So my mother said, okay, you know, and I went to the first few dinners. I was 12, but I figured if I'm paying my dues, I'm going to go to dinner.
Sure.
The Count Basie band was here.
Why not?
Yeah, it was, I mean, in those years, the union was very strong, locally and nationally.
Oh, yeah.
It's not the same now.
Oh, no, we had a very strong union.
So you played your first solo for your dad?
For my grandfather.
Just alone or with the company?
Just alone. I played Abide With Me.
Oh.
It's an old hymn.
Yeah, I know.
It was at a political rally. He had to put me up on a chair, smoke-filled room. It was, yeah.
What did you think? What did he say afterwards?
What did he say? Or?
Yeah, your grandfather.
Oh, he just probably said, oh, this is my grandson, and I might have been the first grandson of them, you know.
Yeah, no, he got you. And did you feel good about having played?
Oh, yeah, I felt wonderful. Yeah, I loved the applause, and I was a ham from the very beginning.
Me too. Me too.
Yeah, I loved it.
It's a thrill you don't get anyplace else.
That's right.
And so it was a unique experience. And I would say, and it's stood me in good stead, and I'm sure you too, for the rest of my life, because you're always performing for somebody.
Right.
Whether it's your job or your ideas or yourself, you're always presenting something.
Right.
So,
Yeah, I loved it.
that was you good stead when you had the radio station.
What's that?
It stood you when you had the radio station.
Oh yeah. Oh, I was sales manager and minority owner of WNAK in Anico from 1968 to 1988.
Could have been 1868.
Yeah. Oh, it could have been. Yeah.
So then you went to high school.
Went to high school at Kingston.
Did you take lessons on the trumpet?
Oh yeah. Yeah. I studied with a clarinet player by the name of David Anstedt. He had a brother who later on I took trumpet lessons from, whose name was Fritz Anstedt, or Frederick Anstedt, who played in some of the pit bands in New York City for some of the acts. But David studied with him for years. He would come to the house, always very well dressed, coat, tie, spats. Yeah. Good teacher.
That's great.
And Fritz was also.
You need that basic.
Oh yeah.
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 That's you did get to do
Right, exactly.
So that's great. Did you study with anyone else after that, or you just kind of?
Not locally. Oh, I started off with David Melson.
Oh, I knew that name.
Yeah, and he wrote a couple of marches. He was very strict, you know, used the fingertips on. And he'd crack your hand with a ruler, and my mother didn't like that. So I didn't last long with David Melson. Then there was another fellow from Fortycourt I studied with, Pompilio Forlano. He had a cornet. They looked like rubies on the bell of it. Yeah. Whether they were or not, I don't know. But yeah. But I played all through high school. And
you played in the concert band and the marching band?
Oh yeah, both.
Jazz band too?
Yeah, we had our Stardust Review. And I won this contest. I was a three-time Pennsylvania state champion. They had the trumpet trio, which I was a member of 2 years. Then I won the solo competition in 1947.
That was the year I was born.
Okay. Then I was awarded a scholarship to Syracuse University. Yeah.
Who was the band director in high school?
Howard Halleck. He had come back from the service.
Oh, wow.
Before him was Willis Netter. I don't know if you remember Joanne Heron from West Pittston, singer.
Yeah.
She was Joanne Netter. It was Willis's sister. Yeah. Good. Oh, yeah.
You must have been the top of the trumpet section.
Oh, I was first chair, yeah, in high school. Yeah.
You played Beatles Holiday with the trio?
I've played that many times. In fact, at one of the Navy band reunions, which we have every 2 years, I'm not going to go this year, but we did Bugler's Holiday. 3 of the old-timers got up, yeah, in front of the band and did Bugler's Holiday.
We did that my senior year in high school. I played third trumpet.
Oh.
I didn't march with the piano, so I
Yeah. Bum da 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 bum 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 da 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 da. Oh yeah, great tune.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, and I did something that I shouldn't have done. I've been playing it with the right keys, but I tried to.
Yeah.
I decided to do it with the first 2 thirds out and use it like a bugle.
Yeah.
It didn't work.
Didn't work.
So I went, and I took the horn out of my mouth, and everybody in the audience heard my lips. And so it was, people were